Good evening. I'm talking with President R. Thomas Williamson. He is currently the 13th president here at Westminster College and has served for 11 years, and previously served on the executive staff at Clarkson University for 15 years. And during President Williamson's tenure, 10 major building projects have been seen, including the Andrew J. McKelvey Campus Center, the Berlin Village Townhouses, and renovations to Thompson Clark Hall and Old Main. President Williamson, thank you for being with us today.
Pleasure to be here.
We're talking about you're going to be leaving Westminster, and there's currently a presidential search going, but we don't really want to focus on that right now. What drew you to Westminster 11 years ago?
Both my wife and I are graduates of the College of Worcester over in Ohio, and Worcester and Westminster have similarities, and so when we were presented with the opportunity to come to a campus that was similar to the one that we sort of grew up on, we took the opportunity happily, and it's been a wonderful 11 years.
Being at Westminster for 11 years, how do you feel that this institution has grown? Has it made great strides? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel good about the 11 years. I had a chance to sort of think about it prior to the last trustees meeting where we were doing some long-range planning and sort of looked at 10, 11 years ago. I think we've been able to build financial stability. We've been able to build some points of distinction, such as the Drinko Center and a number of things that are happening there, as well as improvements to the curriculum and the like. Opportunities for faculty and faculty development. I think wages and salaries of faculty and staff members have been markedly improved during that time. It's important to hang on to the good people that you have,
right,
and be able to attract good new people to the campus. And as you mentioned in the intro, the campus has been improved with about 10 projects, almost one per year. Fundraise for one while you're constructing, and just sort of keep on rolling through it. We're working on the library now and hope to be able to renovate Bury Stadium a little bit before we leave. But so the campus has been improved in a number of different ways, and I think we've been able, as a result, the college has been able to move up in the rankings over the 10 years, which is great.
Now, most people want to, kind of say, what does the president and what does the administration do to shape the college? But what I want to ask you is, how has Westminster shaped you during your time here?
That's a great question. As I said, we knew the type of institution that Westminster was and is, but I have to say that the greatest asset here are the people, faculty, staff, trustees, students, and each of those constituencies has shaped us in terms of the friendships that we've made that will be lifelong. We take those with us as we head off to Williamsburg, Virginia this June, and those are the shapers, if you will, that never go away.
Right. I read that your mantra for Westminster is get better, not bigger. How do you personally feel Westminster can get better, as you leave here and a new president is welcomed into this community?
Good question. I think that in order to get better in a lot of different ways, it's critical that Westminster continually put emphasis on raising its endowment. As a private institution, that's all we have really to fall back on. In order to get better in almost any way that one thinks of, in order the challenge is to raise endowment per student, and to get up to that next level where we can sustain some of the gains we've made. So while we've been able to cross the $100 million mark in endowment, we really have to go now to $200 million in order to sustain those gains. As I said, that affects physical plant, it affects faculty and staff, it affects programs, and it affects, most importantly, financial aid for students, so that students can continue to afford what we offer here.
Right. Talking about that, and you also mentioned the building projects earlier, which the campus has seen numerous building projects which have obviously enhanced the education here at Westminster. That, coupled with national rankings, we were recently ranked in many magazines as one of the top liberal arts schools. How did those help Westminster? You touched on the building projects, but how did national rankings, perhaps, on College Board or whatnot, enhance this campus for prospective students?
In terms of diversity, it's important that over the years Westminster continually reach out to a wider and wider audience, attracting people from literally all over the country, people of all kinds, colors, etc. So the rankings enable us to spread the word of Westminster further and faster than we might have been able to do in the past.
Switching gears a little bit, what are your future plans as you prepare to leave? I believe June 30th is your last day of 2008.
Correct.
What are your future plans as you depart?
We are building a house in Williamsburg, Virginia, on a little place called Powhatan Creek near Jamestown. And that is about 2/3 finished at this point, and it will be completed well before June. Looking forward to, I'll be doing some consulting, and also spending more time with the kids and grandkids, traveling, playing golf. I love to play golf.
Absolutely.
And my wife is a painter, and she'll be able to do more painting.
Very quickly, what would you say to whoever is selected to be the next president?
Certainly welcome to Westminster, and this is likely to be the best time of your life, and it has been for us as well.